Well, hello, people. Welcome to another episode of The Experience. This is episode 461. And as you can tell, if you guys paid attention to social media, the announcement I made, and also on the thumbnail for the intro for the show, we have a brand new show, essentially. But let me get the pleasantries out of the way. I am Drew. You already know who I am. With me here, as always,
is Justin from Spinebuster Tees and spinebustertees.com.
but that's not it, people.
And
We found our
and
we found our third man, or as what was it, Bobby Heenan? Who's the third man? It's this guy.
it is I. What's going on, guys? Good to be here. Um, I'm so appreciative and excited to be the third man, be on this show. Long time coming, and Drew, Justin, good people. I'm just really excited. Bring It's going to be a interesting road to WrestleMania, and we're going to have a lot to discuss. And I cannot wait to add to the show. Very excited once again, and yeah, just just me. None has changed, But I'm very excited, very humbled to be here, and yeah, we just got lots to talk about this week.
It's just you, Oos. Day one ish.
Just yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
Like, oh my god, no, no.
Right.
But
Yeah, please
yeah,
don't. But
I'm glad to be here.
I speak for everyone when I say let's give him a round of applause. Oh, well, that didn't go. Anyways, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yes, yes, yes. No. You good? You good? You good? No, I'm glad to be here, and yeah, we got lots to talk about, and
Yeah.
whew, um, yeah, I'm again grateful for Drew and Justin to bring me on the show as the third man, and yeah, like I got great chemistry with you guys,
Yeah.
so I feel like the show will gel well, and yeah, I'm just excited to add what I can bring to the table for you guys and for the show and for the fans watching.
Just before I say anything, Justin Gregory 7779 and YouTube says, "Is it me or is the screen not full?" Because it's on landscape and portrait. So we do have a landscape version, Justin. Yeah, Justin in the chat room. But yeah, Ruben, I am happy that you're on here. I know
Yes, sir.
Justin's happy that you're here.
Absolutely.
We all love you here. You've always been a part of the show, but now it's official. I anoint you part of the experience.
Thank you.
Yeah. And welcome in,
Sure.
man. I mean, it feels kind of weird welcoming you in because you've been here already, so you already felt like you were the third member and RJ fourth member already. So, but it's official, I guess. So
Yeah. No, like again, I just really I'm stoked because I was like just chilling on a Saturday afternoon, and Drew hit me up and he was like, "Oh, I gotta run something by you." I'm like, "Okay, good news or bad?" And he's like, "Nah, like, how you feel about being a part of the show permanently?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, yeah, I'm game." Like, didn't have to think about it.
right.
I'm game. I I feel like again with the chemistry we have and what I can add to the show, oh, just the great dynamic. So I'm glad. I'm definitely glad for for the opportunity. But yeah, we gonna keep on rolling. The wheels are still gonna gonna ride this thing, all four wheels, or the more wheels, more the merrier. But yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah, Justin, you got anything to add?
No, I mean, I think we're ready to talk about the week of pro wrestling, and let's get it going.
And also I had to ban someone in the chat room, so we're off to a nice start. Um,
Wait, what happened?
Mm.
uh, somebody making some goofball making a goofball comment.
Oh.
Yeah, let's kick the shiznit off like we always do. As we always do on this show, for anyone that's joining for the first time, we like to talk about who we think is our wrestler of the week, whether it be WWE related, AEW related, TNA related, anything related, anyone that caught our eye and just did something awesome,
Or Bad
somebody
Bunny.
in the world of wrestling. So, you know what? I stand by my choice. You scoffed at it. I stand by my choice, and I am not taking it back. But Ruben, since it's your first night on the shift, who is your wrestler of the week?
I mean, even though this happened last week, and he has something to do with one of the topics we got to talk about, Javon Evans with that crazy OG cutter at Grande Americano Kaiser. I mean, we already know he's Louis Kaiser, but yeah, that was crazy. Just the timing of that. It looked cool, and the kid is gifted. He has like the fact that he's 21 years old, like he can finally drink. I mean, I hope he doesn't drink, but he can. And yeah, that was just spot on, like crisp, picture perfect. And yeah, like he's destined for great things. And he's only started, and that was crazy. We need more of that. It kind of reminds me of that spot a few years ago at the Rumble with Logan Paul and Ricochet.
Yeah,
that was oh, you were, oh man. Yeah, that was insane. Watching that, I was like, wow. And like we need more of that. We definitely need more of that, like those moments. But again, like it's Javon Evans. Like we love him. I have high hopes for him, and that was great. That move was just perfect.
All right, Justin.
For me, my wrestler of the week is a man who is I won't say fully revitalizing this particular company, but one thing has for certain: ticket sales are up right now, and also reigns are up right now for this company. I am talking about the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. He had a match in Australia versus Brody King for the AEW World Championship. At what the fuck they called the show? Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Grand Slam Australia.
Grand Slam.
Yeah, very good match against Brody King, and he's one of the guys right now in this company, obviously, where he is one of the few guys that is worth watching. He has stared down with Heyman and Adam Page right before we got on the air. They started the promo with Heyman, Adam Page, and MJF. And apparently, as Drew is off for a quick moment, but apparently they're gonna have a Texas death match at Revolution. And if Hangman Adam Page loses, he will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again. So we'll see on how that happens or whatever. But yeah, for me, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF is my wrestler of the week.
Nice. That's something to add to that, because that was another choice.
Good choice.
Was another choice. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with MJF.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong with him. He's been having a pretty big week. I'm happy AEW is getting coverage. Some could say good. No, keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. I saw his interview with Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah.
And that man gets it. Like, he is still one of the reasons why I consume AEW.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those guys that get it.
Absolutely.
And the fact that he's his wrestling mind, at that age, and he even admitted, and like it's a great watch. That interview was a great watch. It's funny. MJF and Chris, they got good chemistry, which is the theme of the show. And yeah, he's like, you can, just by him talking, and you can see that he's really good at blurring the lines. Is he really like that, or it's just, he's just working us? Is he just really that much of a prick? I mean, he kind of is, but yeah, like he is. I'm telling you, I mean, if he ever comes to WWE, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Like, there's definitely a lot of matches you can have there, a lot of
Not matter
feuds.
if it's matter when.
Yeah, if yeah. But I mean, also, I think that he still has a lot to do in AEW. Definitely. And also, he's gonna be wrestling against Zilla Fatu here in
House
New
of
York.
Glory, yeah.
Yeah, House of Glory. Yeah, here in New York, and it's gonna be exciting. Like I saw that promo that he did against Zilla after
Yeah.
his match with Brody King, and I was like, that's what I'm missing. That's what I'm missing in wrestling in general. Like that feeling that only a handful of guys can give you. And when he
AEW
talks,
has the they have the talent for it too as well. MJF, Hangman, Kenny, Swerve, Osprey. I mean, they got the talent there for it. I mean, it's just, hopefully booking gets better. Hasn't been great this year, but I think so far what they've been doing this year has been better than last year for sure. Last couple of years. So
yeah. I think this year they're definitely going. They're turning the page. No pun
yeah,
intended.
certainly hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I wanted to add about MJF. Like the guy is. Like, you got to watch that after this. When you're done with watching this, go and watch that Chris Van Vliet uh episode with MJF. Like you will learn a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, good points. Again, like I mentioned, with MJF, I'm glad AEW is getting more coverage. I've been saying I do like when AEW. I like when AEW can be successful because it's good for the fans, good for the wrestling business. Um, especially when WWE's kind of not doing all that well. It's good for AEW to kind of capitalize on that. But my wrestler of the week is kind of the same as Ruben's. Javon Evans, I think, Evans going to play a big part in one of our stories tonight. I think I just think he's a big week. Last week he had that amazing cutter. I mean, the guy is a human highlight film. And also this week on Raw, he main evented the show, and spoilers, he won a huge match, which I don't think anyone going into the match thought he was going to win. I was almost like positive 99%, 99.99% positive that Gunther get the winner.
Is it just me or is Drew lagging a little
they
bit?
have other plans for Gunther, which
Or it could be me. Sorry.
can't hear you. I need to turn off my mic or camera.
Okay.
Okay, how do I sound?
Was he lagging for you a little bit, Ruben? Oh, you're muted, brother.
Yeah. He
okay,
was
I
lagging a little bit.
thought it was me because my computer's kind of chugging over here a little bit, so I thought it was me. Okay, no, we're good.
Okay, yeah. No
but you were
worries.
saying about Javon Evans, Drew? Drew, you were saying about Javon Evans? Well,
okay,
Drew was
give me one.
Well, Drew
second,
was saying
I think
about
it might be my AirPods. So give me 1 second. Keep talking.
Yeah. So Drew was saying about Javon Evans that, for what I was gathering, that he believed that maybe Gunther was going to be for the win, to win that match, that triple threat match with Dom Mysterio and Javon Evans. Did you think that Gunther was a lock to win? Because I didn't, and I'll tell
No.
you why in a second. You didn't think Gunther was going to win either?
No. Because the
Okay.
only way, if he was going to win the triple threat to get into the chamber, he needs to win it if he was going to win that match. Because there's no way, because you just had him retire AJ Styles.
Right.
And then he entered the Rumble the same night and he got eliminated. So it just doesn't make any sense for him to enter the chamber just to lose. Like, it's just
to get pinned. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was my thing too as well. I was like, I knew Gunther wasn't going to get pinned in this triple threat match, but I didn't think Gunther was going to win and go into the chamber. So I was really expecting Javon Evans to win this match. You know, I still popped for it like big time because, you know, seeing Javon Evans so young getting this big opportunity to be put into the elimination chamber is great to see. But yeah, I really didn't think that Gunther had a chance on winning that triple threat because you put him in the elimination chamber, he has to win it, and I don't think I don't think they were going to put him in a position to win it, and that means he would have had to got pinned, which is a no-go.
Yeah, you can't have the quote unquote career killer.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll finish up what I was gonna say, Drew. But you cannot have the quote unquote career killer.
Can't hear shit.
But we can
hear you, but
he can't hear us apparently.
You can't. Yeah, you can't hear us. Yeah.
All right. Hello?
Yep.
Yep.
I hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
We can hear you.
All right.
I hear you.
We can hear you, Drew.
What the fuck is with this lag? Okay, I can hear y'all, but like, why is it still lagging?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
No bueno.
But
yeah, not.
Is it lagging audio wise for you?
It's lagging for all of us actually, because it wasn't doing this last week, and I just did a show yesterday, and it wasn't doing this at all. So I don't know what the issue is.
It's not lagging for me on my side.
No.
The only thing that was lagging was your camera. That was the only thing that was lagging. Maybe audio, audio a little bit too, but not as bad as the camera. But you seem fine now.
Okay, look.
I'm not saying unless you're frozen.
Do I need to turn my camera off?
I guess so.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you? Am I lagging still?
Should not. I don't
no,
think so.
your audio's fine.
Yes. No.
No.
Your audio's fine.
Okay. Hold on. God damn it. Your browser's lost. No, whatever. Fuck it. Anyways, sorry about that, people. I don't know what the fuck happened. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Check 1, check 2, check 3. But yeah, Javon Evans had a big week. He had the cutter, like I mentioned, and then he had that big match on Raw, the triple threat, which main evented the show with Gunther and Dominic Mysterio, which I thought was a fantastic match. I went into there thinking almost for sure Gunther is going to win this, but alas, they have other plans for Gunther, which I'm happy. Don't rush things with Gunther. Just kind of play up to his heel factor, and also in turn making Dragon Lee mean something. And also Dom's at a point where he can take a loss and he'll be fine. But yeah, Javon Evans is my wrestler of the week.
Cool.
All right. I guess we can kind of segue into the story with Kevin Nash. So let me just pull it up. Kevin Nash on Monday on his Click This podcast with Sean Oliver. He brought up Javon Evans, which in the past Kevin Nash has made some pretty sorry, some food's coming up. Has made some pretty out there comments about current wrestlers on the show, i.e. LA Knight. But this was a little bit more borderline offensive. To which he said he's an incredible athlete. He's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bone Jangles for me. I wish he's a little bit more urban. Booker T talked about it. He brought up the comments where he pretty much just said I disagree with him, but he also kind of gave an interesting anecdote as behind the history of who Mr. Bojangles was as a person. So that was I didn't even know that. Kevin Nash also addressed the controversy where he apologized, kind of, where he said, "How often have you heard the term Uncle Tom? Most likely it was used in a degrading way. If you've actually read the literature, Uncle Tom was whipped to death for helping free 2 female slaves." He wrote, "I apologize for the use of the term Mr. Bojangles. It was in poor taste and obviously offensive. I just see talent being pushed in a direction that I disagree with. He should be the male version of Sol Ruca, more contemporary than urban. It's funny how I'm usually the only person who pays attention to the development of black talent." He has since deleted that tweet for obvious reasons. Before, but you know what? One of you. Who wants to start with this? What are your thoughts about this?
You go first, Ruben.
Oh boy. In this day and age, when especially someone white says something about someone that's black, they tend to, people get up in arms. And I get it. And I see where he was coming from. I mean, was it in poor taste? Absolutely. Was it pretty just retarded? I'm gonna say the word, yeah. But I get where he's coming from. Like he sees, like we were all saying just a few minutes ago, we see the potential in Javon Evans. And I do, like, you guys watch Raw, if you sit through the whole show, God bless us. God bless the fans that had to sit through the Raw every week in the same formulaic way. But with how they book in Javon, it's like they just have him be, bouncy. Oh, he's bouncy. It's like, I get it, but that's way too one-dimensional. And I think in what Kevin Nash was trying to say, of course it came out wrong. You got to think before you speak. Like, obviously, but I think, and I can't put words in his mouth, but I think that's what he was trying to get at, is that with how Javon is being presented and being booked, I believe he was better presented in NXT. And that's with a lot of the NXT talent in general. Like you see with how the talent is presented, like even the Japanese characters, like I love Asuka, Ikari, and Io, and they're just presented one dimensional. Stephanie Baker, she's Latin American, just presented one way. Like there's a problem. There's definitely a pattern. When you recognize patterns, you'd be like, oh, okay, I see where it's coming from. Again, what he said, just could have thought about it before he spoke the words, but I see where it's coming from. Just the presentation. He and a lot of the other talent in there needs to be booked better, presented better, because what they're giving us now is very one-dimensional. It's like they just saw 5 minutes of Javon and said, okay, we're just gonna have him bounce around all over the place, and the commentators are gonna say, oh, he's bouncy, he's bouncy, and it's just, to me, you had to slowly peel the layers with all these athletes, get to know them, get to know who they are over time. But right now it's just very one-dimensional, very cardboard. It's just very bland. It's just like, okay, he's very athletic, we get that. He's awesome, he's young, he's very energetic, we get that. What else are you giving him so we can digest and watch what he's doing. Like, what else are you gonna give him besides just being bouncy all the time? Besides just him being athletic, we get that. And at the end of the day, I get what Kevin Nash was trying to say. Was again, poor taste, pretty retarded what he was saying, not a good look. And as far as him apologizing, I don't like when, especially wrestlers, they just tweet and delete. Just say it with your chest. Like, how old is he? He's like in his 60s, whatever. Like, don't tweet and delete. Like, just you tweeted, you said what you said. Just leave it there. Because when you delete something, it shows that there's guilt. Like, oh, I didn't. Like, let me delete that. Like, no, like, say that with your chest. Say that with your whole chest. If you apologize, that you meant it, you meant it. And if you, it's funny. He's in media. He's been in wrestling. He's been in media. You will think that he will know how to tweet, tweet a tweet. He would know how to, articulate himself. And still to this day doesn't, cannot do that, which is a shame. But yeah, if what he said was in poor taste, and he should have kept the apology up. And I get what he was trying to say in regards to Javon Evans, and you can even balloon that to the rest of the talent from NXT and just in general, how they're being presented, how one-dimensional they are. They just take one thing and just emphasize that one thing rather than, over time show bits and layers of those athletes, show their character, not just, oh, he's bouncy, because people are just going to get bored of that over time. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I'll say this. Kevin Nash, what he said, he shouldn't said it in that manner per se, but he is correct. He's correct on what he's saying, but he shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, he should be saying something like, oh, he's too dancey, he's too stereotypical. Because if you look at all of the black wrestlers that came in the history of wrestling, your stereotypical black guy. You got your Devon Dudley, like the Reverend, like the Black Reverend, right? The New Day, the Dancing Fools, right? Add Big E to the Reverend thing, right? Bianca Belair, love her to death, but she's kind of like that ghetto girl, right? With the braid, right? Sasha Banks, right?
Yep.
Mercedes, Junkyard Dog, you know what I mean? Kind of seems like I'm not really calling him a simpleton, but you know what I mean? But kind of like a simpleton with a hard head, and he's from the South. He's a Southern guy, right?
Yep.
Farouk, after a while, he was the loud black man saying, damn, right?
Yeah.
This man brought him in to say, damn, every fucking whatever show, you know what I mean? Whatever reunion show, bring in Ron Simmons and say, damn, be the funny black guy, right?
Yep.
So I get what Kevin Nash is saying, and he is correct. It's just the words they use is kind of like, all right, like, yeah, you can come to the cookout, but you're a little bit too comfortable at the cookout.
Yeah.
So I have no issues. I don't get offended. I really don't get offended because, like, I've been called the worst things before. I think there's a lot of people on social media who have fake outrage, right? I got what he was saying, right? I didn't get offended by it. He shouldn't said that still, but I wasn't personally offended by it. I was like, oh, Kevin Nash, oh, how dare you? Oh, how dare you say that? You called him Bojangles, right? So I didn't get offended. I didn't get offended by that whatsoever, right? I just think that in theory, what he is saying is that we need you to be more serious. Don't come out and just be the funny guy, the guy that likes to fly around the ring and bounces around and all that stuff, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for a while, like like we've seen the history of what for a while on how Vince McMahon and the WWE thought about black people for a long time. Vince McMahon, what was Vince McMahon doing when he was ECW champion?
Wearing a do-rag.
And acting black.
Acting black, wearing a do-rag.
For what reason?
Doing the shucking.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it was funny. I laughed. Still offensive. But, you know. But you know, it's wrestling, right? But it's, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not mad at Kevin Nash. I'm not. I got what he was saying, right? Again, should he said it the way that he said it? No.
Absolutely not.
100% disagree with that. But I'm not going to be mad at Kevin Nash for wanting to see more out of, you know, better for WWE to not book the stereotypical black person. Kevin Nash in the fucking 90s was a lot of black people's favorite wrestler.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he knows that. He knows that. 1000%.
He was my uncle's favorite wrestler too. Like growing up, like he was big on the NWO. Yeah. He had the NWO red and black, you know, jerseys and all that. Like he was a fan. So yeah.
He was for me in 1998. Him and The Rock were my two favorite black wrestlers.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
They were my two favorite black wrestlers. Because fucking Kevin Nash came out, Wolfpack, the theme song, the bandanas, you know, kind of looked like he was from the West Coast, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he was from LA, you know what I mean? Part of that whole set, all that, right?
Yep.
But again, though, so I truly believe that Kevin Nash heart is in the right place. Should he say it the way that he said it? No. Could he said it a different way? Absolutely. Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, I think people are too mad, upset, angry over it. They're just trying to find a way to get mad over stuff. And there's other stuff that is going on in wrestling that is way more egregious than what Kevin Nash said. There's way more stuff that happened in the history of pro wrestling that's way more egregious than what Kevin Nash said, right? Do you want me to get into about? I know you guys are like young or whatever, right? That's fine. If you just start watching wrestling in 10 years, that's fine. Roddy Piper wore blackface at WrestleMania. Did you know that? Did you know that Roddy Piper did blackface? Did you know that that Hulk Hogan, and it was like in 1986 or 87, he wore Kamala's makeup? Did you know that Hulk Hogan used to say, "Yo, homeboy, welcome to the hood, brother"? Hulk Hogan's neighborhood is, man. I swear to God. It's out there. Welcome to the hood, brother. It's out there.
I found that funny to you know, all honesty, I found that funny because it was just corny. You know, white guy trying to act black is corny, not offensive.
Right,
you know?
Right. So at the end of the day, I think I may have got a text message from Drew because Drew dropped off here. Says he's having audio problems. So Drew will be right back, guys. But at the end of the day, though, I'll just say that, you know, this whole Javon Evans thing and Kevin Nash thing, it's, to me, next month, no one's going to care.
Yeah.
If you really care about this, you would do something. You'll be like, oh, we got to get Kevin Nash off the air. If you really don't care, right? Ask WWE to pull his contract, his Legends contract. So that way he's on the video game. So that way he doesn't get action figures. If you really care. But no, people care for it about 3 days and they just move on. It's like, oh, you know. Then they're going to develop this concept in their head. Like, oh, Kevin Nash is a racist. Like, what? From this particular, I won't even say incident, but just this particular situation.
Yeah.
And to me, I think it's ridiculous at the end of the day. But
yeah,
but Ruben, outside of this spectrum here with Kevin Nash, are there any more egregious moments that you remember in wrestling that was more racist than what Kevin Nash did?
Booker T, Triple H thing, like all like people like, you know, people like you don't win, like win titles, something like that. With that promo, like people like you, like I remember that.
Yep.
Like I remember that, like still to this day, like Triple H's Reign of Terror.
Yeah.
Like I remember that, like, and what he was saying to Booker T in that promo. The innuendos, like we know,
Right.
we know. I mean, like we, not even like anything like with now we're just like black, wrestlers, but just like overall like offensive, egregious. You had Triple H, doing the whole Katie Vick thing.
Yep.
Like that.
That's another thing.
What else? Val Venus and
Choppy,
the
yeah,
choppy
your
choppy, your
PP.
wee wee, yeah, your pee pee,
Yeah.
yeah, like that. Oh,
What about? I'll say this. What about 1997 DX
I was
and
about to go with that, yeah.
DX and the Hart Foundation, where there was KKK put in the Nation of Domination's locker room and KFC. What about that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Or
I
when
think what Kevin Nash said again. I totally agree with Kevin. I get what Kevin Nash saying. He's not wrong on what he said. It's just the word options, the choices. If you would have cleaned that up a little bit, it would have been a lot better. But to me, people are going to be upset about this, and it's not going to be anything in 3 weeks from now. People are going to just move on with their lives. So.
Oh yeah, and I'll say this, and I'll let Drew chime in because I want to hear what he has to say. It's just so crazy that every time someone says something, off color, or says something, they just worded things wrong, they immediately go the fake, offended, like pearl clutching, because they're just waiting to be offended by something. And I noticed that with the wrestling community as a whole, and the whole world. But we're not just, this is wrestling, so we're just going to talk about wrestling here. But to me, it's like people don't listen to understand; they just listen to respond, and that's why you cannot reason and just get through people immediately. Oh, I'm offended. Okay, if you're really offended, like Justin was saying earlier, if you really are offended, try to get his Legends contract, deal ended with WWE. Do that if you're actually offended.
Right.
No, you're just going on social media, on your phone, whatever, tweeting your displeasure. You're angry, trying to get clicks, trying to get people to like your post and all that. You're not really about the cause. A lot of people, they think they're about the cause, about social justice and whatever, make wrestling fair. And no, like you're just as bad as the people that say the egregious things, because you're not really about justice. It's just to garner brownie points and for your favorite wrestler to like your tweet, repost it, to give you a thumbs up, like, hey, like good job, buddy.
Yeah,
Good job, buddy. I acknowledge you.
These people got only like 200 followers on their X or whatever, and they get no fucking engagement whatsoever. They get like 1 or 2 likes, and it's like, oh, I got followers. And no, you don't.
Yeah,
like, you're out here trying to make content for something that you're not even really making content for. No one's fucking seeing it. So truth hurts for the people who are trying to make content out there, and no one sees their shit, so it's like they're talking to a void pretty much. So but I digress.
All right, I'm back again. I was having some problems on the audio portion on my end, but how am I coming through?
You're
Sound
fine.
good?
Okay, sorry about that, everyone that's listening. Sorry about that, Ruben and Justin.
It's all good, bro.
I usually restart my computer before every stream. I forgot to this time, and I paid for it. So that's why you don't see my mic on. But hopefully everything works next week. But anywho, my thoughts on this is like kind of what Justin just said, kind of like what Ruben just said. It's going to be a complete nothing burger by next week. um, because people are going to find something else to be offended by. What Kevin Nash said was, I don't want to say offensive, but I would just say maybe a little tone deaf. Um, Kevin Nash is like what, 60 something years old.
Yep.
And he's never really had this like thing. I don't think Kevin Nash has ever really said stuff like this before, where it's just like egregiously not racist, but like maybe borderline, kind of barely tipping your toe to that. Like for the most part, like Kevin Nash almost kind of like has that invited to the cookout kind of quality. I know it's kind of a dumb thing to say, but like, you never really heard about Kevin Nash being a racist. As a matter of fact, Kevin Nash is usually someone who's known to be very outspoken for like civil rights. He talked about supporting gay wrestlers. He's always talked about supporting black wrestlers and Latino wrestlers. I just think for Kevin, he just has whatchamacallit. He kind of has this view on the world that is very, I guess, kind of boomerish, but not like, get off my lawn kind of thing. I just think he sees someone like Javon Evans who's very happy-go-lucky, and in reality, that's just who Javon Evans is. He's very
Javon Evans is just a
chill.
YN. He's just a YN. That's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's Rob Van Dam. He's Rob Van Dam. He's like he's kind of like the black Rob Van Dam almost.
Do you know what a YN, Drew, is?
I know what it is. I'm just not going to say it because
right. No, you ain't gonna say it. That's right.
I'm not, but that's just who Javon Evans is, and Kevin Nash, I guess, just isn't used to that. And and again, I didn't really think he was trying to be racist. Obviously, I just think it was very ignorant. I think he really should have just said, "I just wish Javon Evans was more aggressive and less happy-go-lucky," and that's it. And then he said what he said, and he apologized, kind of, even though he kind of went on this weird, I guess, history lesson, which didn't really make any sense about anything. But again, for the most part, I don't really think people care anymore. I think people have moved on to the next thing that's going to offend him. And what you guys just brought up while I was on my short sabbatical, there have been far more racist things in wrestling. Like, there's been racism in wrestling for years. I mean, who was it? Dick Slater. He was a Klan member. Was it Jim Ross even said that he showed him his Klan member, card. Who else? Jim Cornette said some racist things in the past. Again, just racism in wrestling. It's still a thing.
It's America's pastime.
It was probably more prevalent back in the day. Pretty much. I mean, there was that story of, Devon Dudley called out Jim Ross for being a racist. Because he said something to him. There was that story with Michael Hayes where he said, blah, blah, blah to Mark Henry at, was it WrestleMania weekend? So, but, what Kevin Nash said was, maybe a little ignorant, but very tame, very, very tame, compared to other shit that's come out about other people in the wrestling business. But
agreed, yeah.
I don't know if y'all have anything else to add to that.
No, I think we went on longer than expected, but yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything we can.
But yeah, let's go to I guess we should maybe go backwards and start with SmackDown for a little bit. Come on. But SmackDown was pretty good. SmackDown and Raw, both SmackDown and Raw are actually pretty good this week. Leading up to the Elimination Chamber. Making the show mean something. But with SmackDown, you had Rio, which is Rhea Ripley and Io, defending their tag team titles against Lash Legend and Nia Jax. The match ended in no contest after a brawl happened in the middle of the match. You then had Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, and Matt Cardona, and Apollo Crews, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the MFTs. Nice seeing Apollo Crews get some TV time. This is a guy that's been.
He's coming back from injury, but I mean, I love Apollo Crews, but he doesn't have much of a ceiling left in the company.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's good to see him being used. I mean, this is a guy that I hate to say this about anyone. I'm generally surprised that he's still here, or that he's still in the company.
Yeah,
But
I thought he was released. I didn't know he was out with an injury.
Yeah.
But again, like he just been. I remember my first like viewing of Apollo Crews was at a house show, NXT house show, 2016. Damn, 2016. Jesus Christ.
Yep. 10
yeah,
years.
yeah. And I'm just like, yo, like he was like he was one of my favorites in NXT, but you know, main roster, you know, when Vince was around, and yeah, just booking, he had glimmers, with the Nigerian, that, but that's it. Like he's like Justin said, like his ceiling is very low. Like I don't see him being there, for longer, even though you need an enhancement talent. But I think the only reason why he showed up, they had him, on TV was because of what Ricochet said on an interview on a podcast about guys that are miserable, and the fact that he, him being in WWE like killed his passion for, his love for wrestling and all that. And he mentioned, Apollo Crews, Shinsuke, and others by name. And that's why you had Apollo Crews show up on TV, because we didn't know he was still in the contract. I thought he was released. And, I think while we want the best for wrestlers, like we think that, hey, like this guy should be, or this girl should be, further than where they are now. But, sometimes people are just comfortable. It's like, hey, like I'm not gonna be world champion. I'm not gonna be a champion, but I'm good. I got my friends here. I got a job. So now everyone wants to be on the top. But I'm happy for Apollo Crews that he's back on TV. But again, just don't see much of a ceiling. But yeah, it was good to see him though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the MFTs won. Carmelo Hayes got pinned by Tamatanga, so he's in line for a U.S. title shot, which should be fun. You had Alexa Bliss versus Julia versus Zelina Vega, to which Bliss won. Yippee. She'll be in the Elimination Chamber match. There was a funny bit backstage between R-Truth, Damian Priest, and Kit Wilson, where R-Truth pretty much said that Kit Wilson doesn't have any balls and that he can see camel toe.
Yeah.
So R-Truth again, he does make me laugh. Like I can't front I can't front and say that R-Truth isn't funny as shit.
Yeah, that popped me. That's like
that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That got a good chuckle at me.
Yeah, he got good timing. He has good comedic timing. Again, just a shame, like his booking when he came back after the whole angle of him being fired. But yeah, he's funny. Like we know R-Truth. He has comedic timing, and he broke Damian Priest and
Nicholas.
Yeah, like he broke both of them. Nick Aldis and Damian Priest. Like it's just like they just have to turn away because like this R-Truth, he'll just break you. Like he will make you break character, and then that's like, I think he mentioned that he was gonna try. He's always trying to get certain people to break character, and I love that about Truth.
I mean, he's done it to everybody. He did it to Brock, which I don't think it. I mean, has anyone ever made Brock laugh? No. I mean, if you can make Brock laugh, then you did something. Next is a really good wrestling match. Ray Phoenix versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams cut a pretty good promo before the match. And then him and Ray Phoenix just went on to just tear it up. The best I've seen Trick in a while. You had a good guy like Phoenix in there to make him look like $1 million. Uh, Trick is over as fuck. I mean, we say that every week. Him and Oba, both, you know, two NXT guys, and you know, two NXT guys that look like professional wrestlers that look like they should be in a superhero movie.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Trick is being more well utilized than Obafemi currently.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? I do agree. I think with Trick, it's a little easier than Oba because Oba, what they're doing is just making him look like a big bad motherfucker, and it's working. You know, he's coming out and destroying dudes. Trick, he has the pleasure of working with guys that can make him look good. But I do agree with you that I think Trick is being utilized better. But both guys are over. I mean, Oba's over. Trick is over as fuck. I mean, granted, he does have a catchphrase, but it's working. You know, people are going nuts. Like when he came out in London against Cardona, the whole place was going nuts chanting "Whoop that Trick." So I think Trick is going to do just fine. But what do you guys think about the match with Ray Phoenix on SmackDown?
I mean, Ray Phoenix is another guy that should be utilized more than what he is. I mean, grass isn't always green on the other side. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah. Listen, we just need to be honest. Like SmackDown is the worst show. Like even if you got glimpses of good promos, good good wrestling matches, it's just overall the worst show. 3 hours is way too long for a wrestling program.
Mm-hmm.
The match with Trick and Ray Phoenix, he just needs to, they need to figure out a way, but I don't have faith in creative because of what we're getting now. They need to find a way to get him and Penta together because like the tag team division's dead. By joining them up together, you create a tag team, you start to, salvage the tag team and try to fix that problem. But with Trick, even though he is presented better, just having him and just nothing matches, is not gonna do him well in the long run. The short run, okay, he's on TV, he's getting a win, cool. But in the long term, what is that gonna do?
Yeah, true.
So that's why, like, while we agree with Trick Williams being, better utilized, it's just short term. Like, what do they have planned for him? 6 months from now, a year from now. That's the question. And maybe we'll probably see him go up against Carmelo, for the U.S. title. But again, we just don't. I don't have any confidence in creative because it's just right there. Like what they have, like all the pieces are right there for that feud. They can continue on that feud, and they got to make us care, and they're not making us care. And then with with the MFTs, also with them, with him, Tonga, he pinned Carmelo Hayes. Like, you just have your champion lose, pin, looking up at the lights. Like, what is that? That's not doing anything for Carmelo. He should be losing when the belt is on the line. Like straight up. So it's just not like, it's just not a good look right now. Like SmackDown's the worst. Like Raw, I'll say the only reason why it's a little better because it's just 2.5 hours. But they both worse in their own different ways. But SmackDown is like literally at the bottom of the barrel. Like,
I was wondering when both shows are gonna actually start getting to WrestleMania mode.
Yeah.
Outside of Punk and Roman, that one promo bit, I haven't felt like it's going to WrestleMania season as of yet. Maybe after Elimination Chamber, I'm not sure, but
Maybe.
But I want to ask both of you guys quickly. For Obafemi and Trick Williams, what do you see them doing at WrestleMania season?
Oof.
Oba, it's so weird with this booking because with Oba you kind of assumed, oh, him and Brock, but they had a chance to do something with that at the Rumble and they didn't.
Nope.
And it's like, okay, Trick Williams, you can maybe say Sammy because they're kind of building towards that. What Ruben just said, maybe you can do Trick Williams versus Mello. I don't think I would mind that at all. Yeah, I mean they're not really getting into WrestleMania mode because like they did that with the Punk and Roman promo. It's like, all right, we're cooking, and then after that they're like, okay.
And I will say Steffi
Like-
Vaquera and Liv, that's kind of starting to trend up a little bit.
Yeah. That's picking up a little steam. But with Roman, it's like I understand the whole thing with Finn and Punk, which I'm enjoying the promos or the build up for that match, even though again Finn ain't winning, but I'm enjoying the build up to that. It also doesn't help with Roman's schedule that he's only going to be here for certain dates, which already kind of confirms that he's not winning at Mania because I don't think they're going back to having another champion that's not here. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I am somewhat worried about how they're gonna book Oba and Trick going into Mania. More so worried for Oba. But I see a Threllex and Kyle in the chat. What's up, guys? But go ahead, Ruben.
Yeah, where I see Oba, I mean, logic will say that we should have already Brock and Oba being built for WrestleMania, and they're not doing that. And then instead, they're having him go and wrestle Kit Williams. It's like, why? You should, first of all, he should be already signed to whatever brand and just destroying people. You shouldn't be deciding, oh, what contract should I have? What contract should I choose? It's like, no, like put him, I'll say put him on Raw. Just put him on Raw because SmackDown has a lot of bigger guys. SmackDown has a lot of bigger guys. Raw doesn't. You need more bigger guys on Raw. And it's, flagship show. Makes sense, especially Brock is there. But they're not doing that. I definitely see him. He should go up against Brock and winning. And then that leads to Brock going against Gunther, and then have, Gunther beat him, But I don't think they're going that way either. Like, it's just with WrestleMania as a whole, like, it just doesn't feel like it's WrestleMania season. And it seems like with reports, it seems like they're just changing up plans. Triple H is just changing plans, and even so that they had to slash prices on tickets because you basically had to mortgage your house to buy a ticket to go to Vegas. And it's like, who in the hell is gonna spend hundreds, thousands of dollars to go to out there, especially with this build?
Right.
Only one match confirmed, like all the way confirmed for Mania. Like, that's not enough. Like, we should already be having at least 4 or 5 matches confirmed.
Right.
And it's just not like, just the booking is not where it should be. It just feels like they're just spinning their wheels. But as far as Oba, I see him just tearing, being that destroyer, of new, like just picking up where a lot of these other big men, left off, And with Trick, I see him being that, taking inspiration from, Booker T, like a lot of his, like, corpse and things like that, mannerisms. And he could definitely get to the main event. I could definitely see him being the main event within, 2 years, 2-3 years. Have him feud against Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. title. And then eventually, I'll say challenge for and become world heavyweight champ. I'll say he become world heavyweight champ, but they got to get him there. They got to steer him in the right direction. And right now, it's just not looking promising. Short term, yeah, but long term, no.
Yeah. I mean, just for me, I'll just make quickly for this WrestleMania season. I see Trick Williams going up against Carmelo for United States title. I think that would be great for those. Or if not that, I could see some type of multi-man. You can do some type of multi-man. You know what I mean? Throw in Sami Zayn, and you can do some type of multi-man, like a ladder match or whatever. Then for Alba, I don't see anyone else outside of Brock Lesnar. Because realistically, right, who will Brock go up against if not Alba?
Well, you heard the rumor, right? Apparently they want Brock and LA Knight.
I did hear about that, and
no.
It's terrible.
Well, I have plans for LA Knight, but I'm just like,
I mean, how do you get there?
I don't know.
They had no teases in the Royal Rumble. Now, if they want to do that to protect Alba and to protect Brock, sure. And the fall guy's LA Knight, right? But okay, then sure. We got LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar. Sure, let's say that's happening. What does Alba do?
I mean, the only way I can think of getting there is like, LA Knight's messing with the Vision, and then Paul's like, that's it, you've done it, LA Knight. I'm gonna call in a favor, and it's Brock Lesnar.
Right. Yep, cool. LA Knight, Brock Lesnar, cool. We got the match, right? What does Obafemi do?
Exactly. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see LA Knight in a bigger match, which it's another story for another show. But like, like Brock and Oba is the way to go. Like, what else can you do? Like, Brock at this point, I don't think he gives a fuck about putting people over. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll put the big giant motherfucker that's killing everybody over. Like, why not? I'm already about to leave pretty soon anyway, so why the fuck not? LA Knight, we discussed this last week, me and Justin. You can do a multi-man match with LA Knight, Penta, and maybe Bad Bunny versus the Vision. I mean, that could be a fun match. I personally would rather just see Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. I think that's the best use of two
not a
celebrities.
one-on-one match. No,
I'd rather see that. Personally, to me, personal taste.
What do you do with Bronson Reed and the rest of the guys in the division?
I mean, at this point, Austin Theory is kind of a dead dog.
He's still part of the division, though. He's still, he's still gonna be. He ain't gonna be left off of a WrestleMania match.
I don't know, but I would rather see LA Knight do something more meaningful than just a fucking 6-man tag. But it kind of looks like that's where they're going. Which again, I wouldn't hate that. But pretty much every match.
If Bad Bunny's involved, that's one of the most important matches of the entire weekend, and he's in it.
Yeah, true. But it's weird. Like, we kind of have a feeling what the matches are going to be, but the booking is not that interesting. I mean, who's Jade going to face? Because Bianca is about to have surgery on her knuckle.
Charlotte. It's looking like Charlotte. Yeah.
Who's Jade? Yeah, it may be Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm not really too. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not really down on Charlotte as I was in years past. So I mean, not saying that she deserves the opportunity, but what other woman would you want to put in there outside of Bianca? Realistically, on the SmackDown women's roster, who could you put there in that position that can defeat Jade?
Nobody, and that's because they have not presented the women, especially the upper echelon of women, to pose a threat.
No,
And
no,
then
and I 100% agree. This is on creative and WWE in general, right? But my point stands where I'm saying that who outside of
And Justin froze.
it was getting juicy. Oh no.
And
Um, Justin.
Justin. Earth to Justin. Okay. Now we have
He'll,
two Justins.
yeah.
all right, sorry about that, my PC. Anyway, so but as I was saying, outside of Bianca, who on the SmackDown Women's roster, maybe Tiffany Stratton, right? But I don't know if we want to see that match again, right?
No, absolutely not. Nope.
But
No.
Tiffany and Bianca, she already defeated Jordan Grace.
Yeah,
It has to be Charlotte.
that's the only choice. Yeah.
Is it gonna be BFAB?
Ah, no.
No.
Is it gonna be Candice LeRae?
I
Nope.
mean, to be fair with this booking, look what they did with Jey Uso last year, where it's like, I lost to Gunther once, Oos, and
Do
then I
you wanna
lost
see
to
Lash
twice,
Legend?
Oos, and then
Do
three
you wanna
times,
see Lash
Oos,
Legend?
and now I gets to fight him for a fourth time, Oos, and then he won.
But
Like,
do you want to see Lash Legend in there? Do you want to see Zelina Vega? Like it
I mean-
has to be. It has to be.
I mean, I think,
Charlotte.
I think Lash is amazing, but her time's not.
She's
ready.
not
But
amazing.
No,
She's not amazing.
She's
She's not
been doing
amazing.
great.
She's improved. She's improved. She's not amazing. Let's not go too far on that one. My opinion. Let's not go too far on that one.
I don't know. Whoever gets stuck with J duty is pretty much screwed in general.
I mean, well, I mean, is it gonna be as bad as Tiffany and Charlotte last year?
I think it could
That'll
be just as bad.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like last year was bad. Like I mean, it can get worse, but it's like, I mean, it is what it is. It just goes back to WWE and why they they're booking, and this is their booking is going to end up hurting them, right?
Yep.
One person I would like to see in there, if they were, I mean, well, it's not going to happen now. It's definitely not going to happen now, but Chelsea Green. I would like to see if they would have made Chelsea Green into a serious threat, maybe go up against Jade, right? But that's not happening right now because she's injured. So
I would have liked to see that, like, especially with all the comments that certain somebody made on WWE on Real. Yeah, like she's like she's entertaining, she has good comedic timing, she can wrestle.
right.
But no, like again, it's just the booking. Like they want women like Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair to contend for the title and win and become champion. They don't want women like no one else,
Right.
no one else but those two to be champion. Chelsea Green, and we like Chelsea, like, but again, they also had Jordan Grace, and they just ruined like her presentation. Going back to what I was saying earlier, a lot of the NXT call ups, they just been down here, and it's like, what happened? Like when she was TNA Knockouts champion, appearing at the Rumble years ago, she was presented way better. And when she was in NXT, she was presented better. So TNA, NXT, main roster. And it's a shame. Like that could have been a good match, but they fumbled the ball on that. And then I asked, why bring her up? Like, why bring her up if this is all you have for her?
I'll say this. On for the Raw women's roster, say that 3 times very fast. Stephanie Vicaire, the champion. Then you got other women there like Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley. You got Lyra Valkyria. Naomi is over there technically. Obviously she's pregnant. Liv Morgan,
Io.
Becky Lynch, Bailey, Asuka, Kairi
Asuka.
Sane. Half of those women need to go to SmackDown.
True.
Half of them.
True.
Yeah.
It's too stacked over there. It's too and all those names I can name can legitimately be a women's champion or was a former women's champion. Raquel could definitely be a women's champion and it'll be believable, right? We know how good Roxy is, right? Rhea and Liv and Naomi and Io, that's self-explanatory right there, right?
Yeah.
Lyra has that potential. She was the women's Intercontinental champion, right?
Yeah.
Obviously Bailey, like half of those women need to go to SmackDown because on SmackDown right now, you got Alexa. I don't really like. I like Alexa, obviously, right? But like, I don't really see her in that position right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, if Charlotte beats Jade, I can see them do a program with Alexa and Charlotte. So yeah, I'll count Alexa. Bianca when she comes back, that's 2. I mean, then you got Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, that's 4. I named about 8 names on Raw. You may got 4 legit contenders on SmackDown. Jordan Grace, I thought they were gonna do a little bit more with her, during the Royal Rumble and stuff. But right now, I'm not seeing it. In the future, yes, but I don't think for 2026, I don't really see Jordan Grace in that position. Maybe towards the end of the year, maybe, but like for WrestleMania season, maybe even SummerSlam season, I don't really see Jordan Grace being a huge factor for the women's championship. If you want to count Lash Legend, I will count Lash Legend because they see something in her. But it's they need whenever they do the next draft or whatever, when they do the shakeup or whatever it's going to be, they really need to. That's one of the most major concerns that they need to fix is the SmackDown Women's roster and how they can mix that with call ups and trades or whatever to get this women's roster looking a lot better than what it is right now. Because right now it is looking pathetic. I mean, Nikki Cross and Zelina and Michin and Kiana James, like they're non-factors on this fucking roster. Candice LeRae is a non-factor on this roster. B Fab is a non-factor on this roster.
Yep.
Alba Fire, love her to death. I think she's fantastic. She's a non-factor on this roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
I named 5 names right there. There are non-factors. I'm not even talking about them actually like being a factor. Nia Jax can be a factor, but I don't really think they see her in that position right now. Nia Jax, Chelsea Greens is out. You got Charlotte. You got it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, it's really
downright
bad.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. They need to shake up the SmackDown women's roster.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just they need to do a draft again, but they could do all these things that we mentioned,
Right.
Do trades, do a shakeup, do call-ups. They already did call-ups, and this is what we got. They did call-ups recently from NXT to the main roster. And look, both on the men's and the women's side, it's just some feel because of how popular they are, like they got it, they have that presence, but everyone else, for the most part, is just flat or non-factors. It's like what, how much more talent do you need when the creative is the problem? The creative isn't there. You have all the talent in the world, and yet the creative is just not creating. It's not at that level. They just spinning their wheels. They're just safe. Sesame Street, safe Lubeck. Just everything is so safe, so predictable. Everyone feels the same. Everyone doesn't feel elevated. It's just everyone feels at the same level, and it sucks because you have a lot of talent, that just overall stacked, but it's just very lopsided. On SmackDown, it's very, very lopsided. So they need to do something.
Continuing, you had Jade Cargill versus Jordan Grace for the WWE Women's Championship. You had Liv Morgan along with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel to pretty much scout talent while they're having their own Valentine's Day dinner, enjoying nuggets, chicken nuggets. To which Wade Barrett calls it Nouges, which I don't know why that just cracked me up. And then he made a comment saying that Dom tastes good. To which Dominic made a Twitter comment of Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson going, he's out of line, but he's right. So I don't know, Wade Wilson. He's or Wade Wilson. I'm sorry, Wade Barrett. Wade Wilson's dead. Yeah, this match was meh. Jade Cargill won. And then the main event, you had Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jacob Fatu in another Elimination Chamber qualifier. Before Drew McIntyre was talking to Sami Zayn, saying, you know, you told me you wanted me to win, and I want you to win. So I don't know whatever that means. But Sami Zayn looked pretty much, he kind of looked confused going out there, like, what the fuck? So, but yeah, the main event overall was very good, as you expected, with all three of these men. Towards the end of the match, Drew McIntyre, it looked like he almost cost Cody the match because he put Jacob Fatu through a table. But Cody kicked out, Cody won, and Sammy looked pissed off as Cody was celebrating. So Cody,
I mean, Sammy looked like a geek. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, pretty much.
at the end of this, I mean, he looked like a geek. I'm sorry, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
Sammy Geek Zane.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, as you get older, you realize that just being the nice, honest guy, like, you be respectful. Like, you don't like do, as a man, you don't do anything to hurt yourself, other people. But when it comes to being world champion, you said you want to be world champion. You didn't get the job done at the Rumble, right?
Yep.
So you be like, okay, I need to, like, my way isn't working. It hasn't worked in God knows how long. I need something to change. I need to try something different. And yeah, McIntyre's a prick. We know this. But he's saying, yo, I'm gonna take out, and then the booking didn't help, but I took out Cody, took out Fatu. It's just like, take the win. Like, when titles on the line and money's on the line and W's on the line, don't be a goody two shoes. Because at the end of the day, if you try to go the honest way, you can end up looking like a geek. And Sami Zayn, my brother, you are a geek. And this booking does not make any sense. It's like so a Claymore, normally a Claymore would do it. And one didn't do it, two didn't do it. And then Cody does a damn, crossroads, and it's done. It's like, what? Like, it's just, again, it just does not make any sense. The booking does not make any sense. And that's why people don't give a damn. You can have Sammy and Cody and Fatu and then McIntyre interfering in the main event. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Like, look what we got. It's like,
yep.
What? It just does not matter. That's why even guys like Cody and Sammy and Fatu, they just don't matter, because look at what they're given. And you have your world champion going out there and himself just taking, and he didn't lose, but he's looking up at the lights. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is your WWE champion. It's like the main title is supposed to be the A title, right? And the guy that's carrying it is being presented like another geek.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? That's why I said in the beginning of our SmackDown conversation, SmackDown's the worst show. They booked their world champion, piss poor. The women's division is poor. The tag team division is poor. The United States champion, as we love Carmelo Hayes, love the guy, a lot of potential, lose. He just gets pinned. in a multi-man match. Like what again? Like SmackDown's the worst show. Like it's the worst show.
It's I mean, there's a couple of good tidbits on SmackDown at times, but the
Yeah.
show's not good right now. I mean, if you like the show, if you think the show's okay, whatever, God bless you. But it's there's more detractors than good stuff about SmackDown right now. But actually, I thought this past week's show was passable, barely passing.
Yeah.
Like a 6.5 out of 10, like almost 7 out of 10. 7
Oh,
out of 10, I guess.
that's too high. That's too high.
Yeah.
But I
That-
get it. I
That's
get
just
it.
me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, because I consider a 7 out of 10 passing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I feel you.
Just to kind of go a little bit off topic, apparently on Dynamite tonight, Swerve defeated Kenny Omega and turned heel.
Yeah.
Nice.
And also, Hangman Adam Page said that if he can't defeat MJF at Revolution, he will no longer challenge for the AEW World Title, which probably means he'll win. But
I said that.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said
Wasn't that when I was off screen? It was probably when I was offline.
Maybe, I don't know, sure,
but he forces MJF to challenge him to a Texas death match.
Yeah, so it should be a great match.
All right,
I can't wait to see it.
But yeah, that's what happened. Anyways,
But back to be on the Swerve thing real quick, or really on the Kenny Omega thing real quick. Kenny Omega is being ran off TV because he's going to be in Japan for, I think, like a Street Fighter tournament or something like that.
Yeah, Capcom Cup. It's a week-long event, and he can't make it. He can't make it to.
He's a professional Street Fighter player. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim Cornette will have so much fun with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's like no different than someone taking a vacation or something like that, or or like someone like, oh, I need time to to go do this, like to go film a movie, film a TV show.
I know
he's a Capcom. He's at the Capcom Cup for Street Fighter 6.
It's funny to think about because it's like back in the day. It's like, hey man, can I get some time off because my knee's not too good? Nah, man. If you step out,
I'm
you're
pretty
not
sure
gonna get this push.
Still fucked up anyway. So
no, but it's just funny when it's like back in the 80s. It's like I need some time off because my knee's bad, my pelvis is bad, my head's bad, my dick's bad. Kenny Omega's like, hey, can I get some time off to do a Street Fighter tournament?
I mean,
I'm not judging.
No,
right.
To be fair, he did a lot of the he's helped with Capcom in Street Fighter 6 with one of the DLC characters, Alex. Yeah,
he was in the trailer.
Yeah, he's a heel.
He has the one winged angel.
Yeah, he has the one winged angel.
I don't know how they got Alex. I think they got a V trigger for Alex. He does the V trigger. He does the one winged angel, which I don't know how that passed with Capcom and fucking Square because one winged angel is obviously Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So it's like, Kenny Omega, man, he's like invincible or some shit because he's getting shit like this done in video games.
Yeah, and he did a lot of work. He had a lot of like his own like input and the motion capture for Alex, with the moves like we mentioned with the V trigger and one wing angel, and like it's really dope. And I it's like Alex is gonna be like played a lot. But yeah, I mean he's gonna be out there in Japan. I mean, I'd love to go to Japan.
He's like now, like 6 or 7 years ago, people didn't really know who he was in the Street Fighter community. Now he's like a god pretty much in the Street Fighter community.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool on how he's built his brand over the last 6 or 7 years. I don't know if you remember, but It was at one of the Evos. Maybe it was probably like 8 years ago now, or whatever it was. But him and Xavier Woods, they had a match.
Yeah, yeah.
At I believe it was Evo, but everyone was like cheering for Woods because they didn't know who Kenny Omega was, and now like Kenny Omega's like, he's like the most famous the most. Not necessarily famous because he's not Justin Wong or anybody like that, but like famous as far as like well known all over the world as far as a person, right?
Yeah.
Street Fighter, athlete or player of all time. So yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
We'll talk more about that. So
all right. So with Raw, we already talked about the main event, which was amazing main event. But Raw was actually very good this week. The Memphis crowd was not particularly that great. But as far as the show goes, it worked. You had the Stephanie McCoy and Liv Morgan bit where Stephanie McCoy came in and she basically just cussed out Liv Morgan in her language. And Dom translated, pretty much telling her, you were handed everything and I had to work for everything I got. And Liv Morgan left the interview in tears. So they're building up to that. So I'm liking it.
Apparently, Stephanie McCoy had to apologize, or she apologized or some shit like that.
So Liv Morgan didn't know what she was actually going to say?
No, I just saw. I didn't actually see a story, but I'm saying that there was apparently a report that Stephanie McCoy apologized.
No, I mean that's nice of her. Stephanie seems like a nice person. But
I'm trying to figure out for what though.
Probably because she didn't know that she was going to cry.
That could be it. Yeah, that could be it.
I don't know.
Maybe Stephanie just maybe Stephanie just.
I just find it weird. I mean, it's fucking wrestling. Like, why are we being fucking soft?
Yeah,
times are different.
Yeah.
Why, like, fuck being nice? Like, oh, she's like, no. You wanted to make it real.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the thing last year with Charlotte and Tiffany where Tiffany said the thing about, Charlotte's marriages and she had to apologize to Charlotte.
But that was bringing up personal, like personal life stuff.
Or Kaiser's in my DMs.
Yeah, that's like bringing out like personal life shit.
I don't know. Like I mean, again, we live in a different era now, and I can't fault Liv for feeling bad, and I can't fault Stephanie for feeling bad. So it is.
Well, I mean, I can. I definitely can because I mean, you're supposed to sell this match for WrestleMania, and now you break kayfabe for one of your top selling women's matches and saying like, oh. I apologize. I didn't really mean what I said. I didn't really mean to make you cry. Like,
yeah.
Are we supposed to be selling tickets here, or what are we doing? Like,
did she apologize in kayfabe, or did she apologize behind the scenes?
It doesn't matter. There's a report that came out that she apologized. So either she was talking to the dirt sheets, or someone in her representation was talking to dirt sheets, or she came. I didn't see a tweet from her. That's what I'm saying. But
well, if she apologized back in like behind the scenes, that's whatever. But if it was like she went on her social media and she's like "Lo siento, Liv," like I would be like, okay, that's come on.
Well, as y'all continue, I'll see if I can find details on that.
Okay. But the opener of the show was the Vision. You had LA Knight come out and call Logan Paul a broccoli-haired bitch, which I thought was kind of funny. Which proceeded to have a 6-man tag with LA Knight and the Usos, to which the Vision won, and then the Mass Vigilante, as I call him, came out and attacked Austin Theory, and building up to who that is. It's Seth Rollins, but not really Seth Rollins. It's somebody pretending to be Seth Rollins, or could it be Bad Bunny?
Just to sorry to interrupt, but I did find it. It had nothing to do with Liv Morgan at all on her apology. So her apology was based off two Chileans after saying that in Chile, wrestling doesn't exist.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I was like. I'm like, I don't like. Yeah, if she were to apologize to Liv Morgan, I mean, that would have been stupid. But okay,
Yeah.
glad we got context now.
We
Context is
cut
important.
to backstage, and there's a giant box that says "Do not open until February the 28th." Adam Pearce. I gotta say something about Adam Pearce. I love Adam Pearce in this role because he just seems like he just doesn't give a fuck. He just
Yeah.
is pissed off all the fucking time, and he's doing a great job in this role. But yeah, he doesn't know what this box is. Could it be Chris Jericho? Ethrolux is saying Seth Rollins. Could it be Seth Rollins? Could it be Boy George, a la 2003? Is it the Big Show apologizing to the Undertaker again for some reason? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But then El Grande Americano, the second one, wanted to be a part of the 6-man or the triple threat for the Elimination Chamber, but wasn't. But was awarded a chance to face the Intercontinental Champion. He would later face Penta, which Penta would win. But what do you guys think is in the box? If you had to guess.
Well, I will first to say that this segment was fucking god awful. It was terrible. Gimmicks like these in wrestling never end well.
Very true.
People now, I will say it's intriguing. It's intriguing because he gives a little bit of mystery who could be in the box, but right, it's intriguing. Doesn't mean that was good. It wasn't a good segment. But to answer your question, Drew, who I think is in the box, at this point, I don't know. It's not Seth Rollins because they're not going to do a mask angle in the box at the same time. That's stupid. That's double booking and that's stupid, right? Now, a lot of people are thinking about it could be a male wrestler like Chris Jericho. Did we hear the news about Chris Jericho in AEW?
He's apparently still signed.
His contract is frozen.
That's what I was looking for, Ruben. Yeah, he's still signed, obviously, but his contract's frozen. So maybe something will get worked out. Maybe WWE will pull strings and buy the contract out. We don't know. But it could be. Maybe it is Seth Rollins, but who's the masked man then? You know what I mean? But I'll say this. How do we know for sure that it is a man? It could be a woman. Not saying I don't know who it can be. I don't have a slightest clue who it can be. I'll be honest. But I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be a guy in there. Most likely it will be a guy. But I'm just saying it also can be a woman too. So let's not just think narrow and be like, oh, what male wrestler is in this thing? It could be a woman. We don't. Is there any woman out there that's either a free agent or potentially to be a free agent or someone that can return or anybody of that nature that can be in the box realistically? Because this box is going to show up in one of the Elimination Chamber matches. That's for a fucking fact.
Britt Baker. I'm playing.
I mean, that's not out of the realm, but I don't know what's going on with Britt right now. Everything's super quiet on Britt Baker, so
yeah, probably still with AEW.
With AEW, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, Tony Khan is. I mean, I'm gonna call him Frosty the Snowman at this fucking point.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
I mean, that's a double entendre there if you think about it. Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah. Definitely. It could be Chris Jericho, but I think especially with the news that we got that TK, Mr. Freeze, froze Chris Jericho's contract, due to, whatever injury time he had tacked on to the Spirit Squad.
Right.
I mean, listen, the Spirit Squad was entertaining when, there were, Vince's, henchmen, his goons. I definitely think, I mean, anything is better than what we're getting now creatively. So I don't know, but yeah, this thing I think it's just a cop out, just to get people talking and have them guessing what it could be, who could be in the box. But I don't think it's gonna be anything spectacular. Like I hope it's Chris Jericho, but how they gonna like weave it in there?
What's
Uh,
the worst possible thing that can happen with this box?
They could introduce. I mean, they're gonna be in Chicago because first of all, they're gonna ship the box to SmackDown. Then they're gonna ship it off to Raw, and then the Chamber. It was
Right.
SmackDown again, then the Chamber. So it's gonna be flowing around. So I definitely think that since they're gonna be in Chicago, the Chamber's gonna be in Chicago. I think that the box is gonna be Danhausen. I think
Oh wow,
that could be Danhausen in the box, and yeah,
I actually like that. I mean, it's too comedic for me, but
Yeah.
I will pop for sure if it is Danhausen.
Yeah, that's where I'm going at, because if we get our hopes too high with Chris Jericho, I mean, what Kyle, commented just now with, inside the box could be a countdown clock. That would be cool. That would be something creative, very creative that WWE has done in years.
And
But
I
again,
wouldn't be too mad at that because that would be such a Danhausen thing to do in the first place. So
yeah, like if it's Danhausen in the box, cool. But it's just gonna be a nothing burger in the long run. It's just something for a creative to say, "Oh, see, we did something outside the box." No pun intended. And rather than them focusing on WrestleMania and the Chamber, and after Mania, they're just doing, just what's in the box gimmick, and then the Max Man gimmick, and then who's Liv is gonna challenge for, at Mania. I mean, we know she's gonna challenge Stephanie, but it's like all these who done it, all these, this mystery science theater gimmicks is like, no, like we should have a clear direction for Mania, and all these tricks is
Right.
not helping. It's just cheap, parlor tricks, in my opinion. Just lazy. Oh, just have a masked man attack the other masked man that's Austin Theory, and he's just attacking the Vision. We know it's going to be Seth Rollins because it's supposed to have been first. It's supposed to have been it's supposed to have been a Seth and Breaker, but he's out injured, like legit. So Seth is gonna be without an opponent, so they gotta weave him into Mania, and it's just injuries aside. I understand, but at the same time, it's just come on, guys. Like you gotta have plan B's and C's and D's. You can't just go to Mania like this. This is really bad.
I'll add to this, and just one more thing to think about. What if it's not anything to do with the WWE TV with this box? What if it's for some type of advertisement? Because that's definitely, with this new regime, is definitely not out of possibilities. Advertise for either for a movie or for a product or for 2K, the new 2K game coming out. I'm just saying, I don't want to see it, but I'm just saying that it's a possibility that we can see something like that.
I can definitely see that, yeah. Unfortunately, because they partner with Dude Wipes, and it's like
it's a big maybe it's a big old porta potty.
I mean, with this creative, yeah, it makes sense.
What if it's triple?
Maybe Dom has a match at at Elimination Chamber or something to do with Dom, and it's it's a big old porta potty, has dew wipes all over it, and and it's all like I'm sponsored by dew wipes now, and that's it.
Or it's Triple H come out to say tonight's gonna be a new era in WWE.
Yeah, I saw that meme.
Yeah.
What meme?
Every week
I don't know what you're talking about. I created that all on my own, Justin. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, let's continue with Raw.
You know what? This would be hilarious. Never gonna happen. This is just for jokes, obviously, right? What if someone breaks the box, right? And all you see is like some curly hair and glasses. And it's like, hey guys, it's Tony Khan.
Oh God. I mean, I will pop for that.
It's not. I mean, not in a million years, but that'll be pretty funny.
Free cocaine for everybody. For you,
all right.
You get cocaine. You get cocaine. Everybody gets cocaine. Ah. Anyways, let's continue with Raw. You had Bailey, Asuka, Natty in a triple threat for Elimination Chamber, to which Asuka won. Fun match. Good to see Asuka win. And Natty looks like she's still going to be continuing with Maxine. You had CM Punk come out to discuss the Finn Balor match. Finn Balor officially back with his old theme, which I'm happy about. And then he brings out Dominic and JD. Talks about his history. Sorry to clear my throat. Talks about his history, before WWE, saying, how can you call yourself the best in the world when I've been all around the world. I wrestled in the toughest dojo in Japan. I beat Roman Reigns on my first night on Raw, which he did. I was the first ever Universal Champion. So really, I'm the best in the world. And then CM Punk says, yeah, you did all those things, but you did all those things alone. Ever since then, you've always needed Judgment Day. You always needed Judgment Day's help. He points out to Dom, Dom, you have 2 belts that you don't even defend. And JD, they need help getting him in the ring because his head's so big. And, the crowd started chanting bobblehead, bobblehead. And you see JD just turn over to Dom and go, don't laugh. And then, Punk turns around and says, hey, you want to attack me? Go ahead. And then he just throws the mic right at his chest, which I'm like, Punk pretty much sunned him.
Yeah.
Like he pretty much sunned Finn. Good promo. Like I'm enjoying the build up for the match. Again, I know Punk's winning, but I'm enjoying the build.
Well, I mean, I think that's my issue with it. Like, I can't get behind it because I already know what the end result's going to be. Right. I can't get excited for something if I know what's going to happen already. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I just really can't get excited for something like that. Should be a good match, should be fine. But, like, there's, like, where are the chances of Finn Balor walking out of Chicago with the World Heavyweight Championship? 5%?
Not even. That's a little bit too.
Well, I mean, an injury can happen and they have to force a hand or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? That'll be really the only way. So that's why I'm saying 5%. But outside of that's like, why would I want to get excited for something if I know what's gonna happen? They already booked Roman versus Punk. Why should I care about this match?
Very true.
Why should I get excited about anything? That's it. That's the issue with Raw right now. That's the issue with WWE right now. Is because they're doing all this, and there's good predictable and there's bad predictable. Over the last few months, it's been bad predictable for WWE and a lot of stuff. And this is one of those things. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Should be a good match. I should be entertained by it. You know what I mean? Kind of like in AEW, they have great matches over there on in Jacksonville, the AEW brand. But a lot of matches I don't care about because of either lack of story or very, very predictable. This one here is super duper predictable. Not really gonna get invested in something if there's really no chance of change of title or there's no chance of a shakeup when you already booked your main event for WrestleMania.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree. What I am interested in is the eventual split of Finn Balor from the Judgment Day, because they've been teasing it for like 2 years now. Yeah. That's the thing I'm interested in. And we know,
but even at that too, like it's been, to your point, 2 years, and they could have done this a long time ago, and there could have been a bigger payoff. You know what I mean? Not say that there could be a payoff with this, but like I'm still kind of like, oh, all right, now they're finally splitting them up,
Yeah, no, because they had the issue with Triple H in this booking is that they want to slow burn things too long to the point that people just stop caring. It's like, oh, okay, now after how many times we've been teased with
It's been
Finn,
telegraphed.
yeah, it's been telegraphed and nothing has been done. And it's like, okay, now you're gonna do it when this should have been done years ago. And look where the Judgment Day is now. Like, it's just it's just not the same.
Right.
The group is not the same. They just need to uh disband the group. But then if you disband the group, we know Finn will be fine by himself if he's booked properly. Dominic will be fine. Liv will be fine. I think Raquel will be, but I think the two odd people out are JD and Roxanne, unfortunately. So it's like, do you risk that? But I definitely think the Judgment Day will still go on. They just won't have Finn in there, yeah. But yeah, they've just been teasing it and teasing it and teasing it. So we finally get the tease, and it's like, oh, I don't want it no more. And that's just the problem with the booking. They just wait too long. They just take too long to actually, pull the trigger. Like, they're afraid. They're really afraid to pull the trigger. It's like, do it. Like,
Sesame Street Levesque.
Yeah, Sesame Street safe Levesque. He's just too safe. Watched too much Sesame Street, and that's why just everything feels so safe.
Yeah, he's all on that PBS hour, man. Like Sesame Street, Barney, Arthur. You know what I mean? Like, the nice safe Rado stuff. You know what I mean?
It's a wonderful day today.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? You know what I mean? Zoom. Yeah, I mean, like he's all about that PBS, man.
Yeah.
Papa Beaver's story time.
You know what I mean?
Today's episode of Raw is brought to you by the letter B for boring. But yeah, to end Raw, because like I said, we talked about the main event, the Becky Lynch, AJ Lee promo. Very good promo. You got to see a little bit more aggression out of these two. You got to see a little more aggression out of AJ specifically, because AJ, ever since she came back, she's doing the happy-go-lucky, kind of quirky, sense of humor, which is basically her in real life. And again, love to see AJ back, but it was good to see her have a little bit more fire in this promo, where she kind of like how Punk did to Finn. AJ, kind of punked out Becky. Even saying, I'll put my arms behind my back so you can hit me. Go ahead. And then, Becky just backed off, because that's what the heel does. The heel talks a lot of shit and gets angry, but doesn't actually do anything. But I know Elimination Chamber is next week. I do think they're going to prolong this feud until Mania. If I had to guess, this seems way too much like a Mania match. But I don't know. Quick thoughts on the promo?
Sucked. Oh, okay. I won't say sucked. I won't say sucked, but it didn't really move me.
Okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I think what they're gonna do with this feud, they're gonna have, for the shock value, because Triple H needs to have a shock value. AJ is gonna win, and then Becky's gonna get it back at Mania, because Becky doesn't have a program for Mania, and like, you just can't have Becky off the Mania card. So there's that. But this promo was not good. It just felt just all over the place. And just similar to what AJ did, Punk did with, I'm gonna turn my back and you hit me, and it's just like, it's just again very safe, predictable, deja vu. Just the booking is just, again, it's just the same. Like, it's just nothing stands out. There's no creativity, and that's why, again, you have AJ Lee, you have Becky, like one of your biggest stars, and also someone that's popular from eras past, and it's like, who cares? And look what they're saddled with. So I don't know. I just like, I mean, it would be cool for for AJ to win the belt, but she's gonna lose it right back.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's the route because I think they do want to give her a single style push, and I mean, let's say they have her to win the title at WrestleMania. Is AJ Lee gonna be on TV every week or every other week?
No.
No.
Right? So I think that's what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna give her the title. She's gonna be on TV during the WrestleMania season for the build up, then drop it back to Becky.
Yeah. That's the way that they're going.
Yep.
All right. And that was Raw. Like we mentioned, we didn't watch NXT. Do you guys want to stick around and do the WON awards?
Feel like just glaze over really quick. Just
Yeah.
go through the.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go into detail or anything like that. So,
All right, Wrestling Observer News Awards for 2025, as done by Meltzer.
well, let's preface. This is from the readers. Meltzer did not pick the winners. The readers picked the winners. They voted. So, preface that. Just to make sure, because a lot of people get confusion about these particular awards. Like Wrestle Purist is from the subscribers, Fightful is from the subscribers. It's not the actual owners of the websites or whatever it is. So, the readers is picking these awards.
Okay, I'm sorry. So by AEW fans, the Luthez Ric Flair Award for Wrestler of the Year. So I'll just go by top 5 because there's 10. I'll just do top 5. Number 5 was John Cena. Number 4 was Saya Kamitani. Number 3 was John Moxley. Number 2 was Hangman Adam Page. And number 1 was Mystico, the Wrestler of the Year. Good for him.
I mean, what he wants to say. We already know the reader. We already know the kind of readers that are doing. I mean, are we shocked? It's the readers that are picking this.
Not shocked at all.
I'm not shocked from the readers of the Wrestling Observer Newsletter pick Mystico. Not saying that he had a bad year or anything like that. He's not mine, number 1, but I can see why someone will pick him as Wrestler of the Year. That's all I'll say.
All right. They also have MMA awards, which we'll skip over that. Most Outstanding Wrestler. Number 5 was Saray.
Remember Saray from NXT a few years ago? Yep.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
They spelled her name weird. They spelled her with three E's. Number 4 was Will Ospreay. Number 3 was Kyle Fletcher. Number 2 was Bandito. And number 1 was Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke Takeshita?
Konosuke Takeshita.
Close enough.
A for effort.
Again, I got nothing against Takeshita. I think he's very good.
Right.
Tag Team of the Year. Number 5 was Yudo Ice and Oscar. Number 4 was Mystico and Mascara Dorada and Neon.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 was Brody King and Bandito. Number 2 was FTR, and number 1 was the Young Bucks.
I mean, I don't think there was a WWE tag. Let me just ask this question: If who is y'all's tag team of the year if you had to pick?
The Hardys.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's right. I think they should have been top 5 at least on this particular list, but
they were number 10.
Yeah, well,
that's surprising.
That's not correct, but hey, at least they made top 10 on this list. So
best on interviews. Number 5, MJF. Number 4, CM Punk. Number 3, Tony Storm. Number 2, John Moxley. And number 1, Hangman Adam Page.
I don't see what's wrong with Hangman being number 1 though.
I mean, I like Hangman.
I wouldn't pick him, but like again, this is the audience
Yeah.
that watches AEW. I see why he's number 1, and I even said too as well. I think I voted for him in our awards as best promos, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you voted best babyface.
Oh, best babyface. I'm sorry. Yeah. So my apologies. Thank you for correcting me. But I'm not opposed to Heyman being, number 1 here.
I mean, he's been on TV. He's been on AEW television more. So I'll give, the readers and the subscribers that. And MJF, I mean, I will put him.
MJF's low. So, but I think it's because he wasn't around for a lot of years as well.
Yeah. He wasn't around. Yeah, he wasn't around. That's why. So I understand the method. Like this actually makes sense. But again, like just like overall, we will put MJF at number 1, like within a heartbeat. But I get it. Like it's fine. This one is fine.
Sure. Promotion of the year, number 5, NJPW. Number 4, WWE. Number 3, Stardom. Number 2, AEW. That's ballsy. And number 1, CMLL.
They actually had a good year down over there in Mexico. I mean, they're the best Mexican promotion right now. So, I mean, they're better than AAA then as far as like the match quality and stuff, all that stuff. So, but AAA's good. But I think AAA this year, I think they're gonna, probably retake that throne depending on how everything shakes out. So,
yeah,
but at least for last year, I think CMLL. I mean, they broke records down in Arena Mexico. They booked the same arena every single week, and they had sellouts down in Mexico. So, I can see why someone will pick CMLL. I would not have done that. But I can see why someone will pick that if you watch every week.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
Again, the subscribers, they're hardcore of the hardcore. So like they're in that market. But damn, AEW is number 2. It does make sense.
But again, even some of the readers know that they may like a lot of the wrestlers there, but they knew that AEW as a whole was not as good as it usually was last year. So
yeah, last year's was crazy.
And before that, so
yeah, this makes sense. Yeah.
Best weekly TV show. Number 5, SmackDown. Number 4, Raw. Number 3, AEW Collision.
Yeah, that's oof, man, that's a rough one right there.
Number 2, CMLL Super Viernes.
Yep.
And number 1, AEW Dynamite.
I don't agree with that, but I know what who these readers are carrying to, so I can't get mad over what they like.
I'm not getting mad. I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling. Damn. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Pro wrestling match of the year. Number 5, Adam Page versus Will Ospreay, Glendale, Arizona, May 25th.
Well, wasn't that Revolution?
It doesn't say. It just says the date and the location.
Or number 4. I think it was Double or Nothing actually. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Number 4, Mystico versus MJF in Mexico City.
That was a really good match, though. That was an awesome match.
Number 3, Adam Page versus John Moxley. I'm assuming this was All Out or All In.
Adam Page versus John Moxley, All In. Is it the August date?
Arlington, Texas, July 12th.
Yeah.
Yep. Or July. Yep. That's All In. Yeah.
Bandito versus Takeshita, July 11th in Arlington, Texas.
That ended up being, that was on the, I think that was one that they made for free on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 1, Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd in Tokyo Dome.
I like that match. I wouldn't say out of those matches would be my number 1, but I thought that was a very good match. Not my, obviously out of those those matches, none of those are matches of the year. The closest one is Moxley and Hangman, but out of those matches, none of those matches will be in my top. Maybe Hangman and Moxley be in my top 5, but yeah. None of those matches were bad matches, though. They were all good matches, very good matches.
United States, Canada MVP. Number 5, CM Punk. Number 4, Cody Rhodes. Number 3, Adam Page. Number 2, John Cena. And number 1, Jon Moxley. These are just a lot of MVP awards. We can just skip them.
Well, what's the other ones? Well, I'd like to know.
All right. Koichi Yoshizawa Award Japanese MVP. Number 5 is Zack Sabre Jr. Number 4 is Haruki Goto. Number 3 is
he's also in Street Fighter, by the way, too.
Takeshita, yep. Number 2 is Tanahashi, and number 1 is Saya Kamitani.
Yep. Miss Stardom.
All right. Mexico MVP. And there's literally only 4 category nominees.
Well, so Miss goes number 1. Miss goes number 1,
Miss,
but who's the rest?
Number 4, Mascara Dorada. Number 3, Dominic Mysterio's number 3. That's surprising. Number 2 is Bandito, and number 1 is Mystico.
So I think what they're doing is with these lists they're counting the work that they're doing in the country itself, not necessarily if they are a Mexican or not, because obviously I don't know if anyone knows Zack Sabre Jr. ain't Japanese.
Yeah.
So it's the work that they're doing in that particular country. So
Mystico beats everybody out with 1,100 or 1,019 votes. Bandito had 17 votes.
All right.
Wow.
Europe MVP, number 5 was Mercedes Moné. Number 4 was Leon Slater. Number 3 is Luke Jacobs. Number 2 was Zack Sabre Jr. And number 1 was Michael Oku.
Okay.
AEW is not even using the guy.
Nope.
But he's hella talented.
They're using a lot of people. The Hodge Award, non-heavyweight MVP. Number 5 was Mike Bailey. Number 4 was Mascara Dorada. Number 3 is Bandito. Number 2 was Darby Allin. Oh, okay. And number 1 was Mystico.
Of course.
Women's Wrestling MVP. Number 5 was Saray. Number 4, Io Sky. Number 3, Mercedes Moné. Number 2, Toni Storm. And number 1 is Saya Kamitani.
Are you familiar with Kamitani, Ruben?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
She's really good. She's
I gotta check her out.
She kind of reminds me of Io a little bit on her in-ring work. So
Okay.
very good.
Check her out.
Feud of the year. Number 5, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Number 4, Toni Storm versus Mariah May. Number 3, Mystico versus MJF. Number 2, Saya Kamitani versus Tom Nakano. And number 1, Hangman Page versus Jon Moxley.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, but again, this is the readers of the Observer. I didn't think the match itself was fantastic, I thought, but the build was very rushed and lackluster.
Yeah.
Yep. Most improved. Number 5, Kevin Knight. Number 4, Marina Shafir. Number 3, Kendall Gray. Oh, shit. Number 2, Kyle Fletcher. And number 1, Harley Cameron.
I would
like
flip.
Harley.
I like
Harley
her, but
too.
I disagree with that.
I would flip Marina Shafir and Harley Cameron.
I'll probably have Marina more up towards the top, even though I disagree with even Marina Shafir being number 1. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's
How
only so
is-
much you can pick from.
How is Kyle Fletcher number 2? Hasn't he been on the roster for like a few years?
This past year was his breakout year though.
So shouldn't he be breakout instead of most improved?
It doesn't matter. You can still improve tremendously though.
All right, whatever.
I mean, there's people in the NBA that can win technically win a most improved award year 10.
Yeah.
If their stats improve tremendously from 1 year to the next.
That's true.
Most charismatic. Adam Page was number 5. Number 4 is Mystico. Number 3 is Tony Storm. Number 2 is CM Punk. Number 1 is John Cena. That's ballsy.
Mm.
I mean, yes, John Cena.
Yeah, but like who's making these lists. How hard was it for them to give a WWE guy an award? Just saying.
But if you look at between AEW and WWE, WWE is more larger than life, right? With their characters and everything. So I'm not really surprised that someone like John Cena won.
I'm saying is for the people that make this list, like how hard is it for them to give WWE anything?
I don't think it's that hard.
I mean,
these people watch more than what we watch. They don't just watch WWE and AEW; they watch everything.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's what it is.
The Bryan Danielson Award for Best Technical Wrestler. Number 5, Takeshita. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say. This is probably where Zack Sabre Jr. wins, but I'm sorry, I was talking out loud. Go ahead.
Takeshita. Number 4 is Kyle Fletcher. Number 2 is Gunther. Number 3 is Gunther. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is Hechicero. I don't know who that is. Number 1 is Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah. Oh, Hechicero. That's well, never mind. Sorry, forget about it.
The Bruiser Brody Award for Best Brawler. Number 5 is Mark Briscoe. Number 4 is Gunther. Number 3 is Gabe Kidd. Number 2 is Adam Page. And number 1 is Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Jon Moxley.
I mean, who else would you give it to?
Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that, I mean, that is his award, pretty much. His award to lose every year.
I mean, when you think of tough guys, you think of Jon Moxley. Best flying wrestler.
Well, I mean, it says best brawler. It doesn't say best tough guy.
Yeah, sure. Number 5 for best flying wrestler, Javon Evans. Number 4 is Commander. Number 3 is Bandito. Number 2 is Will Ospreay. And number 1 is Mascara Dorada.
No, this was best high flyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most overrated. Number 5 is Seth Rollins. Number 4 is Evil. Number 3 is Jade Cargill. Number 2 is CM Punk. And number 1, it's just him, Jey Uso. They got one right.
I was like, if you disagree with these guys for this, so they got it right on this one. Okay, got it.
Yeah, they got it right.
Right. Yep. I would say for the most part. I think that's pretty accurate.
All right. Most underrated. Number 5 is Rey Fenix. Number 4 is Brody King. Number 3 is Commander. Number 2 is Javon Evans. Number 1 is the Beast Mortos.
Mortos, I really believe is underrated. He's really good. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he should be world champion or anything, but I just think that he's just like, he doesn't get enough recognition for what he does.
Right. Yeah, guy's pretty solid.
Yeah. Rookie of the year. 5 is Hamare. I'm sorry. Number 4 is Zarya. Number 3 is Yutani. Number 2 is Senka Akatsuki. And number 1 is Sari Yamaoka.
I believe she's in Stardom, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't seen much of her.
Nice.
But I have seen the name pop up here and there. So
best non-wrestler. There's 6 of them. Adam Pearce, he should be higher. 5 is Prince Nana. I like Nana. Renee Paquette, no. Stokely Hathaway, he's funny. Number 2 is Paul Heyman. Number 1, Don Callis.
Yeah.
That's more right than wrong.
Sure. Jim Ross Award for Best Television Announcer. Number 5, Michael Cole. Number 4, Nigel McGuinness. Number 3, Excalibur. Okay.
Oof.
Number 2, Walker Stewart. Who the fuck is Walker Stewart?
I believe he is on I believe he's on commentary for New Japan, the English, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And number 1 is Bryan Danielson.
Danielson is fucking great the way he does. I wouldn't put him number 1, but he's damn good at what he does.
I would definitely have I wouldn't have why is he number 3?
Who,
Like,
Excalibur?
Excalibur, why is he?
Yeah, I do disagree with that. Yeah, I'm not a huge Excalibur guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drew feels validated anything anti.
Because I'm always assuming you like more things than me, and then when I hear that you dislike him as much as I do,
Well,
I'm
just fair and not objective, So. I call out what I like. I call out what I dislike. If I think something's right, sure. If I think something's wrong, then I'll call that out too. So,
but I'm glad that you dislike Excalibur as much as we do.
Well, I ain't say all that. I just say he wasn't that good. That's all I said. I don't think he should be number 3. I don't think he should be top 10. You know what I mean? But regardless.
But worst television announcer. Number 5, Tony Schiavone. Number 4, Number 4, Vic Joseph. I like Vic.
I disagree with that. I see why people don't like Vic Joseph, but I personally disagree with that.
Number 3 is Michael Cole.
But he made top 4 on the best.
Yeah,
what that tells me, he's just poor to this audience. He's polarizing.
He felt bad that he's good. Number 2 is Pat McAfee.
I can see why. I wouldn't put him up there that high personally, but I can see why he's number 2 because he can be annoying.
And number 1 is Booker T, which fuck that.
But people just don't like to have fun. That's all it is.
I love Booker T. Like Booker T, I just don't think they get it with Booker T. Like he's goofy and over the top on purpose. When you listen to him on his podcast, he comes off as very eloquent and well-spoken and not like, in gimmick mode. But Booker T, he's gotten 2 people over when you think about it. He got Trick Williams over with the chant, whenever he would comment and go, "What? Yeah, I like it." And same thing with Stephanie when Stephanie would do the leg thing and he would go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." So it's like, how many announcers can you think of that have gotten a wrestler over? Not many. So
I mean, there's plenty of commentators in past that got wrestlers over. I mean, obviously Jim Ross with many wrestlers in the Attitude Era. Tony Schiavone, when he was good in WCW, he did that as well. Jesse Ventura used to go over the heels. But it's just a different era. Nowadays, yes, I can see what you're saying, right? But but just in general, I think there has been commentators in the past that have gotten wrestlers over.
Yeah. Don West.
I'm saying
Don West. Oh yeah, Don West for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime with especially guys like Marcus Corvon, how you sell someone's moves and stuff like that. Yeah. Don West for sure. That's another one. Yeah.
Pow. Best major wrestling show. Number 5 was AEW All Out. Number 4 was AEW Revolution. Number 3 was Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom. Number 2 was AEW Double or Nothing. And number 1 for all the marbles was AEW All In.
All In, to me, that was the best AEW show of the year last year. So I can see why this audience will have them at number 1. But again, I think that'll probably make my top 3 or 4 maybe for All In. But but again, I got Elimination Chamber last year as my number 1. So.
And Devin, the Tribal Chief, is here. What's up, Devin? I realize I spelled your name wrong. But what's up, Devin? Shout out to Devin over at the Bloodline group on Facebook and Twitter. So look up his YouTube channel and his Twitch.
Nice.
But worst major wrestling show. Devin's awesome. Worst major wrestling show. WWE Night of Champions. That was pretty bad. GCW, The People versus GCW. WrestleMania Night 2, Survivor Series, and WrestlePalooza.
I didn't think WrestlePalooza is bad of a show everyone made it out to be. I can see why it could be someone's number 1, but I don't think it was bad as everyone made it out to be.
I'll just keep I think the show was bad. I think it was because it was the reason why I feel it was bad, and the readers thought it was bad is just because of the hype. Like objectively, with all the hype that was with it, the start of the ESPN era, and the fact that you had to pay $30 for this crap, and this is what we got, and we got promised. Can we say it again for the people in the back? A new era. So we got promised a new era for how many times? Like I don't know how many times Triple H coined the phrase in the past couple of months, a new era, and that was the start of the new era TM trademark, and it was just bad. It was just very bad. Like if it wasn't hyped up and the show was just just a regular PLE, it wouldn't have been bad. But the fact that it was just overhyped and it under delivered, it just left people with a sour taste in their mouth.
Let me ask you guys this. What was y'all's worst wrestling, I guess, pay-per-view of the year if y'all had to pick? If one comes up top of y'all's head.
Oh, man.
I mean, take your pick. I would say if you had a gun to my head.
For the ones you can remember, obviously, there may be one like, oh yeah, that one was worse, but
I say put a gun to my head. Even though the opening match for Mania 2 was good, Io, Bianca, Rhea, that was good. Just the rest of the card and the main event, like, sucked. So I will go WrestleMania Night 2. Like, I think that is the worst, but because and both were hype. The Rock was supposed to be there, even though he told Hunter, I can't be there. And they were selling merch of The Rock and his likeness there.
Right.
So both shows overhyped. They were overpromised, underdelivered. But I'll have to go with WrestleMania Night 2.
Drew?
I don't know. Maybe it's just recency bias, but it's just like WrestlePalooza for the sole fact that it's the first show on ESPN, and we were promised, it's going to be the beginning of a new era, and I think for that fact it should be labeled as the worst PLE of the year. Survivor Series was pretty bad, aside from Cena and Dom. I mean, those really are the two that come to mind. The Night of Champions was pretty bad. Yeah, if I had to pick, gun to my head, WrestlePalooza was pretty bad.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say mid, but mid to bad.
So your worst pay-per-view year is mid to bad. Gotcha. Okay. Which is
It's like borderline mid to bad, but I would say bad solely for the fact of this is like the first big pay-per-view on a new network.
that's fair. That's fair.
So
well, for me, I am gonna go with AEW Dynasty. Terrible show. You had the learning tree involved, right? So Hurt Syndicate versus Learning Tree. You had the fucking Tony Storm versus Megan Bain. Megan Bain hasn't recovered from that shit, right? You had Bandito versus Chris Jericho, which I believe was Chris Jericho's last match since he hasn't been back on TV since that. Adam Cole defeated remember Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship, and Adam Cole became TNT champion. Yeah, you don't remember that either? Okay, great.
I remember that.
Yeah,
and
John Moxley defeated Swerve. So right in the middle of the Death Rider storyline, it's the worst pay-per-view of the year. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. You I stand corrected.
Just
that's pretty bad.
Saying. That's all it is.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yep.
So Dynasty.
I go like Dynasty, then I will actually have Survivor Series ahead of that, or not ahead of, but like behind that per se.
Okay.
I think I probably give Russ. Now I say Russell Palooza. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone thought, but I still give it like a top 5 worst pay-per-view of the year too. At the same time, so
okay, it's fair. It's fair.
You know, I remember us calling it safe, like that was a safe pay-per-view, and you can't be safe on a big pay-per-view, but. Yeah, those are some bad shows. Anyways, let's move on. Best wrestling maneuver. Number 5 was Will Ospreay's Hidden Blade. Number 4 was Kyle Fletcher's Brainbuster. Number 3 was Sol Ruka's Soul Snatcher. That's interesting that they have her this high. Number 2 was a neon double springboard moonsault. Who's that?
Well, back to Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka's move. Everyone likes Sol Ruka's move for the most part.
Yeah. Well, again, this is kind of the theme of this list is that we know who it's for, we know who made it. It's always surprising seeing a WWE person.
But you got to think about the move though. Like, is that move more of a traditional WWE move, or is that like more of a spot monkey AEW type of move? It's more close to AEW spot monkey type of move than a traditional WWE move. That's why they voted for it.
Yeah, again, but who's a neon double springboard moonsault? It doesn't say who it is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say who it is. It doesn't say who the wrestler is.
No.
Gosh, man, I wish the name's on top tip of my tongue, but.
The move sounds cool, but
yeah, no, I want to say it's one of the Stardom wrestlers, but yeah, I can't remember right now.
Anyone in the chat, if you know who this individual is, please tell us. And then number 1 is Adam Page's Buckshot Lariat. All right. Next is most disgusting promotional tactic.
Oh shit!
This should be fun.
Let's go WWE.
Actually, I'm going to do all 10. I'm going to do all 10 if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
Number 10, Sabu's last match and background.
Oof, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Number 9, UFC using Cedriquez Dumas. Who is that?
You can skip it. It's irrelevant to what we're doing.
Number 8, WWE moving WrestleMania to Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, that should be higher. That should be way higher.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, number 7, WWE counter programming AEW. I don't understand. That's a disgusting tactic.
It's business if you don't counter program.
I don't think it's a disgusting like this. It's a more of a business tactic, but.
Number 6, TKO, WWE, UFC raising prices. I actually agree.
Agree, yeah.
Man, that should probably be higher, actually.
Number 5, CM Punk apologizes to Saudi Arabia.
What's that?
How's that?
I don't know if that's disgusting, though. Like, again, these are fans who are AEW fans who don't like CM Punk anymore, and they're just trying to find a way to shit on him.
Yep.
Number 4, Raja Jackson.
That should be number
That's-
infinity. That should be number 1.
Yeah.
There's
But
nothing worse than that. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, you can have fucking Vince McMahon going out there saying the N-word live on TV again. Like, there ain't nothing worse. Like, Vince McMahon will say the N-word, but Roger Jackson almost killed somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your pick. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible.
Let's get into the worst of the worst. That's a throwback, Ruben.
Yep.
Number 3. Number 3. What's worse than a man almost killing another man live in front of a studio audience? TKO, WWE, UFC relationship with Donald Trump.
Of course. So
Hey, hold on. I think I retract my statement.
Yeah, someone almost killing a man in the ring live on stream. That's terrible. But sitting president has a relationship with WWE, TKO.
You know what? I don't give a fuck if WWE has a relationship with Donald Trump or not.
Like,
I honestly don't care. I mean, I don't like Donald Trump, but like, are we surprised?
Like,
This
no.
just in: billionaires are friends with other billionaires.
Yep. Who would have thought, right? Who
Right.
would have thought?
Right.
Like, yeah, like I was someone being murdered live on stream. Like it supersedes everything else. Like you're an inch of taking someone's life. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like,
There goes Snake.
Yep.
Okay. Number two. TKO WWE UFC relationship with Saudi Arabia.
Can I say something here? I understand why
I wish you
people
would.
are. I may say I see why people can be upset about Saudi Arabia, but at this point, why are we so upset about Saudi Arabia still?
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything that the country does, obviously, right? And
Same.
obviously like the past and stuff like that. But why are people still so upset with this whole relationship with? So does that mean you're upset with Tom Brady going over there? Are you upset with comedians going over there, like Dave Chappelle doing? Are you upset with Dave Chappelle doing shows in Saudi Arabia? Or are you upset with like Sneaker Con going over there to Saudi Arabia? Like, I mean, shouldn't you be upset with all these other businesses that are doing it too as well, and not just pro wrestling?
It's just a bunch of liberal people that think that they're all high and mighty. And listen,
it has nothing to do with political party. It just has to do with.
Again, it's just
liberal people, and that's picking a political party. I don't think.
It's kind of true. It's just people wanting to pick and choose their problems. And listen, the Saudi Arabia thing, I hate it. I wish they would stop doing it, but it's something where I'm just like, why keep complaining about it if it's never going to finish?
The reason why I don't like it is because of the product is showing. The product is not good because of the Saudi Arabia involvement, because WWE gets lazy because we're getting a paycheck from Saudi Arabia. That's why I don't like it. But I'm not gonna hit on the fact that the country wants to try to westernize themselves, where if it's legitimate or not, or where if it's like a front or not. That's none of our business, right? But to me, at the end of the day, there are legitimate pro wrestling fans over there that enjoy the shit, and they're not putting on a front about it. So that's why, like, to me, like, if you want to be mad at the country, yeah, maybe sure, right? But like a lot of people that are upset with this whole Saudi Arabia thing is like, oh man, the fans don't deserve it over there, and oh man, like they don't know what they're looking at. That's not true. That's not true. Like the Saudi Arabia fans are pretty, they're pretty smart on what they're seeing and
Yeah.
on over there. So it's not like how it was in 2018 or where they first went over there when they had like fucking camels and shit and all that, and but all over there in the fucking arena, right? But you know what I mean? But again, I'm not really that upset about it overall. Do I see why it's number 2? Yes, while at the same time as well, it's like, get over it, man. Like, now I'll put it to you this way. Would you rather have WWE go to Saudi Arabia, or would you rather have WWE go to Russia?
Russia's not that bad.
But
I mean,
but in the current landscape of our, you know what I mean?
no, like, yeah, like,
in the current, I'm not talking about the people. I'm not talking about the
Yeah.
people. I'm not talking about the people at all. I'm talking about in the current world landscape. Would you rather have WWE be in Russia or Saudi Arabia? If I have to pick one, I'm picking Saudi Arabia.
yeah, no, I'll pick Saudi Arabia too.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
I had my best friend. He went out there last year for a video game tournament.
In Saudi?
'Cause- Yeah,
Oh,
he
nice.
he was in Dubai. Yeah, he was over in
Oh, sweet.
Dubai. Yeah, because he works for SNK. So he went out there. Yeah, so he went out there. And he told me,
King of Fighters stuff.
yeah, King of Fighters. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that we'll talk after the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he went out there and he told me like, dude, like, it's crazy out there. Like, yeah, customs you gotta follow, but it's just
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
chill.
Like if you go to Japan and shit, you can't do the same shit that you do here in America that you could do in Japan, right?
Yeah.
There's certain laws out there, but people like to travel to Japan. People like to
Yeah.
travel to Germany. It's okay to travel to Germany, but guys, I don't know if you can realize, about 70 years ago, Germany was pretty not a good place to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, how can we judge a country in full if it looks like they're trying to make change? Is it legit? To me right now, it kind of does a little bit. I'm not saying 100% sure, but if you have if you're Americanizing yourself and you have a fucking Six Flags out there, and and they have sneaker cons and stuff like that, right? Like, you
Yeah.
weren't doing that stuff 10, 15 years ago. Like, where's Saudi Arabia going to be in another 15 years? Are they going to be more Americanized? And it's going to be like, oh man, we should have listened to, what was happening back in 2023 and 2024. Or is it going to be just one of those situations where it's like, oh, Saudi Arabia is like, back to a dictatorship or whatever. We don't know, but don't make this political. Sorry about that, but we can move on.
Yeah.
Number 1, the most disgusting promotional tactic in professional wrestling. Worse than a man almost killing another man. Worse than WWE and UFC raising ticket prices. The number 1 most disgusting promotional tactic is WWE bringing back Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, well, I didn't hear that one yet. So I disagree with that. It should be Raja Jackson. I'll just say that.
Yeah, definitely Raja Jackson.
Absolutely. Yeah, so let me say what I have to say about Brock Lesnar, and we can move on because we're already going over time. Brock Lesnar was, yes, he was named on a docket for a lawsuit. What Brock Lesnar was accused of doing, or possibly did, was morally wrong. Asking for pics or a video of a girl peeing, but compared to what his boss did, compared to what Johnny Ace did, compared to what other people might have done, killing a man, almost killing a man,
right?
Brock Lesnar, number 1. Or WWE doing business with a country that kills journalists, beheads journalists, who their leader probably has slaves. I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the case, but whatever. I digress. We have a few more, and I don't think we're going to get through all these.
How many more are those?
Let's see. We're on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can cut out 2 of them.
Just don't do the top 5. Just say what the winner is, and just
there's best book and best documentary, so we can cut that.
Yeah, just say what the winner is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Worst television show was NXT.
Disagree.
Okay. Worst match of the year was John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at Night 2 WrestleMania.
It's up there. Yeah.
Worst feud of the year was Max Caster versus Anthony Bowens.
Yeah. One of the worst.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Worst promotion of the year was WWE.
Wrong.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just simply wrong. Sorry.
Best booker is Tony Khan.
No.
Wait,
now what was up there? Just go through the top 5 real quick. Just read the names and we'll move on.
5 is Anthony Douglas, James Darnell, and John Blood from Deadlock Pro. Number 4 is Paul Levesque.
Okay.
Number 3 is CMLL booking team Rivera and Feliciano.
Okay.
Number 2 is Taro Okada. And then number 1 is Tony Khan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Promoter of the year, Salvador Lataroth III.
CMLL.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Best gimmick is Tony Storm. Yeah, I guess. I mean, she's the only one that has a gimmick. Worst gimmick is heel John Cena.
I don't know if fully his heel run sucked, but I don't know if I'll go with worse gimmick.
Here's the fucked up thing. Tony Storm won best gimmick, and she's 4 on worst gimmick.
That's kind of like the Michael Cole thing is
polarizing.
Yep.
She's so good that she's bad.
Well, and then some people like her, some people don't, apparently.
And then pro wrestling book, and then documentary. Blah, blah, blah. We don't need to go through those. But
what was documentary? Unreal.
No, it was Daphne's Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good episode. I did see that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's the show, people. We did 2.5 hours. I'm sorry for the technical issues earlier, but we'll get that straightened out next week. We should be fine by next week. But I want to thank everybody. And I want to thank Ruben for his first night on the job. Good job, Ruben.
Technically not his first night, but yeah.
Well, his first night officially as an experienced member.
Right.
Officially. I gave him his uniform. I even gave him I gave him a walkie-talkie for
walkie-talkie. That ain't coming to mail.
We'll work on that, but good job, Ruben, especially for holding it down whenever I was having my technical issues. So you as well, Justin. Good job, gentlemen. We'll do the plugs real quick and then we'll get out of here. DY Experience on Twitter, X, Facebook, and also Instagram and TikTok, and also the YouTube channel. Subscribe, and also the other affiliates like Twitch, for example. And Wednesday every night, 8 p.m. Central Time, and then Metal Drive Hoops will be sometime this week. And that's about it, people. Justin, go ahead and plug your stuff.
All right, guys. You guys know where to find me. Spinebuster Tees, spinebustertees.com. Come and get yourself a t-shirt. Pick yourself up a t-shirt on spinebustertees.com. Shipped out to you. It takes about 2 weeks to get shipped out to you. Spinebuster Tees on Instagram. Follow me there. I think I'm like 2,300 something followers on Instagram. Growing every day there. And you guys can see what I'm doing inside my shop, which is Spinebuster Tees at the Wonderland of the Americas. Come and get yourself a t-shirt, obviously, action figures, Funko Pops, wrestling, Lucha Libre mask, socks, mugs and tumblers and trading cards and literally anything pro wrestling that you find inside my shop. But that's again at Spinebuster Tees at Wonderland of the Americas. Also, as well, you can come and talk pro wrestling to me anytime too, as well, about anything about pro wrestling. We can have a conversation about that. SpineBusterTees on Instagram and SpineBusterTees.com.
All right, Ruben, take us home.
Nice. Yes, you can follow me on X, Twitter at Mr. Ruben Prime. Also, follow me on YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify. Culture Attack. That is the podcast is going under changes. I'm doing solo shows. I got actually 2 episodes on the pipeline, one solo and then one with Drew very soon. Nice. And I also have something in the works within the Culture Attack umbrella, video game related, so stay tuned. But with Culture Attack, it's basically pop culture, film, TV shows, and a little sprinkle, just a dash of politics in there. I mean, since it has to do with culture. And we do talk wrestling on there too. But since I am the third man on here, I'll primarily talk wrestling on here so it doesn't bleed over. But yeah, you can definitely check out Culture Attack on TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify for sure. And I cannot wait. I have big things planned. And again, thank you, Drew, for having me, Justin.
Absolutely.
And again, it's good to be officially on the experience.
And we are happy to have you here, man. All right, people. Good night. Stay safe, and we will see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.
Bullet Club for life. Goodbye. And good night.